So when you look at all of these guys, all the talent, that they have, how much ball can really go around? That's all. That was always the case for good teams, but good teams know they have to play well as a team together. What's your thoughts?
And Cal, I'm glad you mentioned that point, because the one thing that I think about is the very first point you said of Zion wanting, questioning how things are going. Like, could everything go through Zion? Yes, it could, but I think for the overall betterment of New Orleans, I think it has to go beyond just Zion. There has to be other people involved. Now, does that mean that every player has to shoot 10 or 15 shots a game? No, that doesn't necessarily mean that. And that goes back into the fact of every player knowing that role. Some of those players that you mentioned, one specifically that I will greatly be glad to see when he gets back on the floor, is Jose Alvarado. Like, this is not a guy that's going to get you 20, 25 points a game, but I like his energy. I like what he brings to the court when he's on the court. Of course, you're going to get Trey Murphy back. Obviously, this is not the same team without a CJ McCollum. But at the same time, we've also seen that Brandon Ingram can step up. Can he step up consistently without CJ McCollum for another, 15, 20-ish games or something like that he's supposed to be out? We'll find out. And I hope that that he's willing to take on that challenge. But another player that you also didn't mention in this mix that's really, really, really having a solid year is Jordan Hawkins. And yes, I don't know if, a lot of people didn't think that, what he was doing at UConn and what he's been able to translate into the NBA just thus far. Dude is a baller. And like a lot of times when New Orleans in previous seasons needed a bucket or a shot, those were some of those things that were missing. And what you're seeing right now in 10 games that they played, he's been lights out shooting the ball from 3-point range.
Yeah.